How'd you do
That's
that to
very
your? I want to do something neat with my wings. That looks cool.
Did you get your? This is the new cape.
That looks like it's
skeleton.
gonna eat me. That looks like a Venus. That looks like Venus flytrap.
Oh, dude, it does.
That's cool.
I used to have a Venus flytrap, but then it started to die, and I thought I could put hamburger meat in it so it would live longer, and it died worse.
Oh my God.
I was trying to help, Skiz. It wasn't doing it. It wasn't looking good. It wasn't getting enough like flies and stuff. So I thought, this was when I was like 8 years old. I'm like, I'm gonna give it a piece of hamburger. You can't go wrong. And it closed up on that hamburger meat and died.
Let me tell you
Maybe
something.
not from the hamburger meat. Maybe from something else.
Let me tell you something, homie. Straight up, is there anything on the planet more terrifying than a plant that eats things, alive things? Is there anything more terrifying than a Venus flytrap? Really, really consider that. Like I don't know. We're grateful it's so little. Imagine if it was a giant tree. Imagine it was like in the Amazon, you're walking and then these branches just close around you and it takes like days to devour you. Imagine.
Okay, that's right. Yeah, if it's a human-sized Venus flytrap that sucks you in there and tightens you up, yeah, that'd be scary. It's like snakes. Ugh, snakes, they're the worst, huh? Yeah, everybody hates snakes.
Not everybody.
Proven fact.
Feed me, Simo. Is there? There's one that walks underwater.
Is that the Little House of Horrors movie?
Yeah. XB loves snakes.
No, he doesn't. He's just saying that to be a contrarian.
No, he doesn't. Just straight up. No, XB, you're wrong. You don't like that. I think. You know what? Here's the deal about snakes. Snakes and sharks are very synonymous to me because they fascinate me because I'm afraid of them. You know what I mean?
It's sharks too, huh?
Well, yeah. A shark is like a giant Venus flytrap. Only it's just over quicker.
That's true. I never was super scared of sharks.
Well, I mean, I'm not like right now, but I'm saying like let me ask you this. Everybody answer this question. Hands up, one hand for no, put one hand up for no and two hands for yes. If you were in the middle of the ocean and it was nice calm seas, can't see land anywhere, would you jump in the water and just take a dip, swim around, and then jump back in the boat?
Maybe.
I would never.
Maybe. Well, I don't know. Let me think about that real quick. I've been watching these propaganda videos on how great life is on an oil rig. And I swear these videos are made by the big oil marketing department. But, dude, they make living on an oil rig look nice. But they were throwing their food over the side, and out of nowhere, these big hunky sharks appear, and I'm like, ooh, maybe that nice water that looks fun to swim in is not so chill.
It is too. The ocean frightens me. Now, if I'm on a giant cruise ship, I feel fine. But
back in the day, on with the Navy, they used to jump out there. At least when my brother was in the Navy, they used to jump and do swims around the aircraft carrier all the time, and then like a couple dudes with big guns would just wait up at the top, and if they saw anything, they just put a couple of rounds into any fish that swam near them. But I don't even know if they're allowed to do that anymore.
Bro, have you seen the sharks that like attack from the bottom and they like breach? They literally like by the time the shark is done with the attack, the shark itself is like 5 to 10 feet above the water line because it jumped up so high. Huh?
Wow.
Have you ever seen this? No?
No.
Oh, it's insane. It's insane, dude. I'm telling you, these sharks, and I was on Shark Week, they did this thing where they put out like a fake seal. So and inside the seal they had a camera pointing down, right? So you would see the shark just sort of pacing, and then all of a sudden the shark was gone. And then it wasn't gone, dude, because it was coming in for the attack, dude. Coming in for the 6 to 12 attack. Boom! And it just out of nowhere was like nothing but black water and then shark face. And it breached. Oh, wow. It was just insane. Just breached. Came way up out of the, oh my, it's so frightening, dude. It's such an amazing thing to look at. But sharks are crazy, dude. Well, let me ask you this.
I've never watched Shark Week before.
Damn. Oh, dude, you got to watch Shark Week. Here's a question I have for sharks. Okay?
Yeah.
Shark, why are you going to be so scary that when you close your mouth, it closes separate from your head? It makes the shark that much scarier. Have you seen that? They open their face and then the teeth shut and then the lips shut. Have you seen this? It's like separate.
I didn't watch Shark Week, so I didn't see this.
You gotta watch Shark Week, dude. Sharks are. They're saying that's just fish. I don't know what it's on. It's on. What is it, guys? Is it on Animal Planet or is it Discovery Channel?
I'm sure there's something bootleg on YouTube.
Oh, I'm aware of that, Maddie. Yeah, that's honestly.
Have you?
Do you understand, Scar? Do you know? If I'm not mistaken, more people die per year by coconuts falling out of coconut trees than killed by sharks. That's how rare it is. But I'm still frightened.
Dude, those coconuts, man, they're sneaky. They'll come at you.
Yeah, bonk.
It's like a toaster has killed more people in a year than a theme park attraction has killed anybody. That's true fact, actually.
Is it? They're saying also vending machine. More people die from cows.
Hey, vending machines, hey, those can be dangerous. So I had a pack of delicious M&Ms one time stuck in there, and I got one of the big fellas on the swim team to come help me out because I was like 10 years old, and I was on the team with all like the high school people. So these people seem like giants to me, and I'm like, help me out. And he starts like rocking it back and forth, and then it rocked just a little too far and almost crushed it.
Seriously?
Just from my pack of M&Ms, yeah. So, dude, I believe that those vending machines are dangerous. Plus, my brother one time walked right into one and broke his nose. Really, really funny. Like, genuinely funny.
You know what, dude? When I was a freshman in high school, I was a drummer. I was on the drum line, and we were all like really pretty awful to each other. And we were friends, and we were brothers, but we were really like mean to each other. And I am on the bus after a performance, and I'm just sitting, I'm just chilling, and I'm kind of having one of those moments where you're kind of gazing out the window and just not even really watching a whole lot, like not paying attention to what you're watching type thing. And I'm just sitting there and I see my buddy, another drummer of mine, another drummer guy, walk up to a porta potty and go in. He goes in the porta potty.
That never ends well.
And I said, idiot. I actually, because I had to pee, by the way, but I was never going to go into a porta potty. Am I a germaphobe? That's not what I'm getting at. He walked in and I said, idiot. And then I heard this. And all of a sudden, the whole drum line, like everybody who wasn't on the bus, sprints up and just starts rocking the porta potty back and forth, like violently rocking it, dude. And then they hit it so hard that it fell over. But there was bushes behind it, so it like was leaning on the bushes. And then they all panicked and picked it back up. And then they ran on the bus and just acted like nothing happened. And I'm staring at this porta potty for like a good minute, dude, and nobody's coming out of it. And I'm waiting. All of a sudden, dude, that door just gets kicked open like the Incredible Hulk was coming out, dude. He was so mad. Can't blame him.
Being forced into a porta potty is never a good thing. Never enjoyed it.
No, porta potties are. Ugh.
There's just something about it. There's just something about it. I'd rather just use the woods.
Yeah. No.
It's more natural.
Oh, now I want to go camping. I haven't been camping in so long.
I've never been camping in the woods. Like, do you go all out in the woods with like a tent, or do you go with your car or an RV or just for a day?
All out. My buddy and I, this is actually the best. My buddy and I, we always we get there first. Either early in the morning or we stay one night there because we set up everything. It's been too many years since we've done this. We set up everything so that when our wives would show up, then everything was just already set up. The tents are set up, the grill's set up, everything's set up. The fire, we make the fire and everything. And we go in the middle of nowhere, dude. You want to use the restroom? Well, we got a shovel and off you go. But it's been a long time. I've not done it in a long time. I do miss it though. God, the view was so amazing where we used to do it too. Time just stops out there. One time, dude, we were camping and then a bunch of the dudes needed to go into town for a while. And it was like a 45-minute drive into town. And they're like, is anybody willing to stay back and stay with all of our stuff? I'm like, I'll do it. So I'm in the middle of the forest, dude. I got chairs, I got a fire, I have food, I have everything I need. And they left. And when I couldn't hear the truck anymore, a new type of solitude set in that was, I can't even put words to it. The peace was unbelievable, Scar. I just was like, all of a sudden, all the things in my life that were troubling me, it became really clear how trivial they were and how ridiculous it is. It was like, just relax, man. Oh, it was awesome.
Do you worry about dying by a mountain lion attack?
No, we don't have, I haven't worried about that, but we have bears, but they're like black bears. You know what I mean? They're literally, they stand like maybe 3 feet tall. And when you see them, just steer clear of them and leave it at that. It is it is kind of nuts. I mean, to be honest with you, I feel pretty fortunate because, I've not run into anything and I don't bring anything. Like I have a knife, but I don't bring a gun or anything like that. And so we are kind of vulnerable, but it's one of those things.
I think I'd bring a cannon.
I'm telling you, dude, I think I've just been fortunate when it comes down to it. You know, bear spray I've heard of.
I used to live in a place in California that had mountain lions all the time, but they were super chill. They never came where humans are. But lately there's been a rash of like wild like attacks up here. And I was like, oh wow, what world? They never really I figured they're a wild predator animal, but like they pretty much steered clear of humans where I lived in California. But here they've been a little bit of ruffians.
Well, that tells me that their food like supply has been interrupted somehow.
Yeah.
You know, who knows? It's like the same thing, which I guess I don't fully understand, but shark attacks. There won't be a shark attack forever. And then there will just be like a barrage of them. Like, I don't fully understand what that's about.
That's maybe a slow media day. I think the sharks are always out there killing people. It depends if the media doesn't have anything going on that day.
They're not always out there killing people, dude. That's so rare.
Well, they gotta eat. And they're surfers.
Not people. They don't even want people. That's why a lot of shark attacks are like, they're not even fatal because it's like the shark is like, ew, but spits out your arm and then leaves.
Yeah, and that thing's not growing back. So stupid shark.
You want to know what the freakiest thing in the world is, dude? Is a bull shark. You want to know why? Because bull sharks
rams you.
They can survive. They can survive in salt water and fresh water. Somebody fact check me on that. I'm pretty sure that's right. Bull sharks, I don't know if it's always been that way or if it's a recent like evolution in the past 500 years or something, but it's true. They're saying, yeah, there have been shark attacks in rivers. It's crazy, dude, because
rivers?
Yes, because like rivers that are like somehow connected to the ocean. I don't fully understand it. By the time the river is official river, it's no longer salt water, it's fresh water, and there's sharks in it. But the bull shark is the only one that can do it. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I mean, our river is attached to the ocean, obviously, the Columbia, but man, it would take a while for them to get all the way down. I bet a shark has made it down to Columbia at least once. Maybe didn't make it back, but maybe at least made it down a little ways.
Oh, can you imagine being in a river and a shark attack? Oh.
Yeah, because if you're in a river, you kind of feel safe. You're kind of hanging out. The worst is maybe a sturgeon nibbles your toe.
A sturgeon? What's a sturgeon?
A sturgeon, like the bottom feeders. They're really like, they look like dinosaurs of the sea. They can grow up to like be massive, but sadly people keep poaching them for the caviar eggs around here. They'll kill them, they'll hide them in like along the side of the water, and then they come back to them and send them off into some Eastern Europe, the whole thing.
They're big fish. I got you. Ugh.
Yeah, we used to catch sturgeons a lot. Dude, one time my dad caught 12 of them, and I caught none. It was just like I swear it was like a school of them, or it was just one single fish that just kept eating the bait off of it and get reeled in, let go, reeled in, let go. And I caught nothing. He caught 12 that day.
That's unreal.
I caught one big one once, but it snapped my fishing pole, and that was it for the day.